Aaron Hickey is a 20-year-old Scottish wonder kid sitting in Brentford right now. You can see he does look like he is a left back and a right back. Love that. Every time I do a save in FM, I always want someone who can play on the left and the right just for the versatility there. Crossing of 12, dribbling of 14, first touch of 12. I mean, he's got some good numbers. Definitely need to grow a little bit, though. Acceleration of 14, pace of 14 looks pretty good. He definitely has a lot. I mean, again, a lot of good numbers, but some of them I just want to see a little higher. Teamwork of 15 and bravery of 15 are fantastic. But he's got plenty of time to grow into these numbers. And hopefully, I mean, he's got a great potential. So we'll see what happens in the next 10 years. But if we look at his milestones just to the start, made his senior club debut, relegation from Ladbrokes Premiership with Hearts, scored his first senior club goal, and then first international cap against Poland at age 19. So he has been there. He's got a couple of caps already, but he has made his way from Hearts to Brentford. We'll see what happens in the next 10 years and where he ends up. It is the end of the 2033 season. He's 31 years old right now. The versatility has grown quite a little bit, at least. His numbers grew and then dropped again. They usually do. They start dropping off, at the late 20s, early 30s. But as you can see, he is in Leeds right now. So he did make that move. He actually made a move to Al Ain. We'll see that in a minute. But crossing 13, dribbling of 13, first touch of 13, long shots 12. Passing of 12. The numbers just haven't grown as much as you would want them to, basically. He does have a negative 8.5 potential in the database as a start. That means when you start your own save, basically he can be anywhere in the range from 140 to 170, I believe is the range for negative 8.5. And then that becomes a fixed potential. It looks like he's probably on the lower side of the 140. Even 140 is still probably pretty good for like a squad player for most teams. But up towards 170, you're definitely starting in a lot of different teams throughout Europe. But, he's in the championship right now with Leeds. 32 plus 1 appearances, 1 goal, 4 assists. 714 is not too bad. Determination of 16. Bravery is 15 still. Teamwork has gone down to 14. So, I don't know. Some things must have happened here. But his potential probably isn't all that great. And even when you've got a 170 potential, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get there. Most people never get to their full potential. But use your scouts, use your coaches, put him on the pitch, give him some good mentorship, things like that, and hopefully he'll get closer to whatever his potential should have been. But it doesn't look like it fully got there this time around. Career stats, as you can see, he actually started at Celtic, moved to Hearts on a free, moved to Bologna at 1.8 million in 2021, and then 2 seasons there, moved to Brentford for 16.75. Had a pretty nice time in Brentford. Not lights out up until, one appearance, loaned out to Bournemouth. But still, Bournemouth didn't do all that well. Came back to Brentford, didn't do all that well. 450k sale to Al Ain in the UAE. Did very well there, but it's not exactly, the championship or the Premier League. But a 6.75 move to Leeds, starting out in the Premier League and then down to the championship. It looks like this save, at least, he is championship bound. He is going to be fantastic for the championship. But Premier League, you got 1 season of 707. Maybe it's just the later stage, is when he actually excels. But this time around, it's not a bad career, just not an exceptional one, I don't think. Milestones, nothing really new. Bought by Al Ain. AFC Champions League winners with Al Ain, so he has a trophy. Bought by Leeds, relegated from the Premier League. Everything else is just seasonal best 11s. Now, injuries, he doesn't look like he's got too many injuries. However, they're mostly moderates. So that's a couple of weeks out a piece. Not great. So when you see he goes down, he's probably going to be out off the bench for a couple of weeks. Not the greatest, but 2 injuries in 2033, 3 in 2032. So kind of later stages of when he starts picking them up, but nothing between 24 and 28. Tactically, he's only being used as a left back, right back, 32 on the right for club, 1 goal, 4 assists, 715 average rating. Definitely a nice job on the right. On the left, though, 2 for the club, 6.75 average rating, and 1 internationally at 6.6. But overall, it looks like that negative 8.5 hasn't panned out all that well. He's still doing okay. He just seems to be more suited for, not the Premier League, but maybe a lower league, the Championship, go back to Scotland, something like that. And yeah, so we'll see actually what happens when he retires and where he retires. So it is the end of the 2038 season. It seems this is when he retires. In the 2039 season, he's an unemployed assistant coach. Right now, he is basically on a free. He did move back to Hearts. We'll get into that in just a minute. So he did move back to Scotland, and apparently he is wanted by San Jose Earthquake and New York City FC. Unfortunately, never made the move to LS. Something happened, and he just said, you know what? It's just time to end it. And that's where he ends it. His stats are definitely on the downward spiral. Physical is not great. I mean, natural fitness is fantastic, but everything else, acceleration and pace of 9. Determination of 16 is still there. But yeah, crossing of 14 is great. First touch, nothing, get off my screen. A lot is still lacking though. Anticipation, bravery, there you go. Position, teamwork, and work rate are fantastic. But overall, definitely wouldn't get into my, top tier squads right off the bat. I mean, maybe he's got a couple of good games and then see what he can do. But right now, mostly he's probably just going to be a squad rotation player up until this point. Career stats wise, as you can see, he did move from Leeds to Southampton, $9.5 million. He does not want to be in the Championship apparently. But just under 7s, that 6.67 is not great. Loaned out to Udinese in Italy, made a 6.64, not great at all. And then moved on a free to Hearts where he was dropped afterwards. But overall, not too bad of a career. But that is it for the career of Aaron Hickey. I am Sefian FM for the Football Manager blog channel saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.